Hey everyone, how's it going? And on today's episode, we are going to be reviewing this, the Legator G8FOD. Hey everyone, how's it going? And welcome back to the channel. And if you are a new viewer, if you feel at any time that you would like to subscribe, that would just mean so much to me. I really appreciate it. And for all of you who keep coming back, you all are awesome. And again, thank you guys so much for just coming and hanging out with me and, listen to what I have to say and checking out some cool stuff that I get from time to time. So on today's episode, we are going to be looking and doing kind of a, not really a deep dive, but we're going to be reviewing this Legator G8FOD. This is the Jupiter finish. Unfortunately, you cannot get this finish anymore. They have discontinued it. I was one of the last ones and lucky ones to actually get one of these. But don't worry, they do have other finishes available. If this is not your style, they do have others. So make sure that you go and check out Legator Guitars. I'll put a link for their website down below. They also got some cool stuff on Reverb, and they're all around just awesome guys in general. So I've had this guitar for roughly about maybe a month or two. I don't remember how long it's been, and I've been really trying to wrap my head around an 8-string guitar. I went from 6, I have 1 7, and then I jumped straight into 8. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that at the end of the video. But if you're like me and you've always wanted to know what an 8-string guitar actually feels and plays like, this is definitely probably one of the more premium ones that you can get. So an 8-string guitar, this is something that is seeing a lot of popularity these days, especially with a lot more of the metalcore and just some other players like Tosin Abasi that are out there who are just excellent players when it comes to the 8-string guitar. Now this one that I have here is tuned to its standard tuning setting, which would be F sharp. So F sharp, B, and then so on and so forth, standard E. That's what I did for this one. I haven't changed anything. I have messed around with the quad cortex with the pitch shifter, just kind of seeing how stupid low this thing can get, and it's ridiculous. But for the demo that I have, I kept it in just its F sharp standard tuning. Wow, that's crazy to say. And you know what? I think it's about time that I let you guys hear and see what this bad boy can actually do. Alright everyone, well that was the demo. I did my best to try and stick with more of a groove and just showing you just like how the F sharp standard tuning sounds like, especially on an 8-string. So please tell me what you guys think down below. I love to hear your guys' comments. I'm always trying to do something a little different, not trying to stick to one style. So I think I add just a little bit more groove to this one. I don't know, that's my own opinion. You guys let me know your opinion. I'd love to hear from you guys. But let's go on ahead and get into the specs of this guitar. Alright, now let's go ahead and talk about the specs. I'm going to go through it more technical first, and then after that I'm going to actually talk about some of these specs and just kind of give my overall general opinion on some of these things. So first and foremost, we have a one-piece roasted maple neck. This is a bolt-on construction, so it is not a neck or set net through or anything like that. One of the more interesting things about it right off the bat is that because of the multi-scale, you have a 26.5 scale length down on the higher E string, and then on the top part you have a 28 scale length as well in order to keep tension on that F sharp or that 8-string tuning. It is a 14-inch roasted maple radius neck. The inlays for this are the gorgeous mother of pearl offset dot inlays, as well as they have side luminlace side dots as well. There are 24 medium jumbo stainless steel frets as well. The body is mahogany with a California Buckeye burl, which just looks absolutely killer, especially with this finish in my opinion. They have Fishman influence moderns in them with a nice little push-pull voicing for the single coil split, as well as a 3-way toggle switch. And of course, it has the Legator signature locking bridge and nut series as well. So that's all the technical specs of this guitar. Now let me just go ahead and talk to you like a normal person would. Okay, so let's talk about this guitar like we're just hanging out, because that's kind of what we're doing right now. This thing is absolutely a brutal sounding guitar, and in the best way possible. The Fishman influence moderns, I mean, of course you're getting the best tone that you possibly can, and in my opinion, if you're going to be playing anything in this low of a tuning, you kind of need something that's really going to carry the actual tone of the notes through all the distortion and all of that into the mix. And the Fishmans just kind of knock it out of the park in my opinion when it comes to that kind of deal or that kind of playing. Now with this, what's also interesting is that you have 2 truss rod adjusters right there at the neck, which is really nice. It's kind of one of those things where if you're trying to drop tune this thing anymore, which I don't know why you would, but in case you are, you would have to adjust both of them at the same time, not just one or the other. But it is kind of crazy that you have 2 truss rods in something like this. But again, it is an 8-string and you kind of need that tension on there. Now, one of the great things about this, and of course Legator does such an amazing job when making their guitars, is on how thin this neck really is. This thing is about the same thickness as their 6-string that I have, the G8FOD that I have back over there. It really is comfortable to have a very thin neck when playing something as monstrous as an 8-string. So kudos to Legator for going ahead and keeping their neck profile as thin and slim as possible. Now with it being a bolt-on construction, some people, they want a neck through, and I can understand that. I mean, I kind of like that as well. But I will say that with the Legator design, you really cannot tell, the heel does not bump in your hand or anything like that when you're getting really high up there, which is crazy to do on an 8-string, but it doesn't get in the way. And that is one of the other perks of Legator going ahead being forward thinkers as always, and going ahead and making this a multi-scale or fan fret. Now, why is the fan fret and the multi-scale so important, and why do I like it so much? That's just simply because it makes sense. You know, when you have anything that's higher than a 6-string and you don't go into a little bit of a multi-scale, there is a little bit of a tension between the high E and the low B string on the guitar. The bridges don't always hold the tension as well, so multi-scale for me I think is the best solution for that. And after playing this, I think that multi-scale when it comes to anything higher than 6 is my preferred method. Again, everyone is different. These are just my opinions. I would love to hear what you guys think down below. Some of you know this stuff way more than I do, so by all means I would love to hear your opinions and thoughts in the comments below. Alright, so now let's go ahead and talk about the 8-string in and of itself. Now, I did play one 8-string prior to this long time ago in a guitar center far away from here. And I gotta say that the 8-string is intimidating, but it is a lot of fun. So it's kind of that give and take. But is this my go-to from now on? I don't think so. After playing 6, 7, and 8, me personally, again, this is just me, I think that I prefer 7-string over everything. Now, that is no way, shape, and form a knock on this guitar at all. This is just my personal preference that after playing an 8-string and having a lot of time with it, I think that 7 is just right for me. Again, everyone's different. I still haven't tried a baritone, I haven't tried an Explorer. There's a bunch of guitars out there that I haven't tried. I'm on this journey to see the perfect fit for me, and you know, like many of us, we're just trying to, you know, find the right fit. But anyways, enough of that. This is pretty much the end of this video. I apologize that it took so long for this one to come out. I know that I did an unboxing of it, and I've just been really trying to figure out how to get across what this guitar sounds like in a demo, so that's what took the longest. And if you're wondering about the signal chain that I used for that one, it was just simply the guitar going straight into the interface, and I was using the Neural DSP, the Fortin NTS. And I think the preset was the IRA, I think that was the one. So go on ahead and check that out. I'll put a link down below for our Neural DSP as well. Their plugins are about 14 days free trial. There's a few that I still haven't tried, but that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it at any point in time that you feel like you want to give it a thumbs up, I appreciate it. Please comment, share this video with at least 3 of your friends. I would really appreciate it. And until the next video, I will see you all again next time.